Baseball might be America's favorite pastime, but sometimes it explodes into pure madness. When passion turns to rage, even legends like Babe Ruth and Ty Cobb have thrown punches at fans, while entire teams have stormed the stands like it's a street fight. You won't believe how deep this chaos goes. From drunken riots to broken bones, MLB history is littered with jaw-dropping moments where players clashed with the very people cheering or jeering them on. These aren't just dust-ups. They're turning points that forced baseball to rethink the fine line between fan and fighter. Let's rewind the wildest player versus fan brawls that shook the sport forever. On May 15, 1912, at New York's Hilltop Park, Detroit Tigers legend Ty Cobb was pushed too far by relentless heckling from Yankees fans. One fan, Claude Luca, a disabled man with only 2 fingers on one hand, hurled such vile insults that Cobb leapt into the stands and beat him brutally. It was a moment that proved players were willing to cross the line. Literally, 10 years later, on May 25, 1922, Yankees icon Babe Ruth, just days into his captaincy, blew up after a bad call. He threw dirt in the umpire's face, then stormed into the stands to confront heckling fans calling him a bum. A humiliating chapter in his legendary career. Fast forward to June 4, 1974, Cleveland's infamous 10-cent beer night. What started as a promotional gimmick turned into a war zone. Fans consumed over 60,000 beers, streaked across the field, and bombarded players with firecrackers and hot dogs. When 200 drunk fans stormed the field, the Rangers grabbed bats to defend themselves. The game was forfeited, arrests were made, and the MLB was forced to rethink alcohol policies. On September 24, 1981, Dodgers outfielder Reggie Smith was pelted with a plastic helmet by a Giants fan at Candlestick Park. Smith stormed the stands and beat the man so badly he suffered broken ribs and filed a $5 million lawsuit. Smith was suspended and fined, and the legal risks of these clashes began to rise. In 1991, Albert Bell had enough of hecklers. He hurled a baseball straight into a fan's chest, earning a 6-game suspension and a terrifying reputation. Then, in 1995 at Wrigley Field, a fan rushed Cubs closer Randy Myers after a home run. Myers, trained in martial arts, floored the attacker instantly and pinned him until police arrived. Fans roared with approval. But it wasn't the last time Wrigley saw chaos. On May 16, 2000, a Cubs fan slapped Dodgers catcher Chad Kreuter and snatched his cap. In seconds, 19 Dodgers leapt into the crowd, igniting a wild 9-minute brawl. MLB handed out 84 games and suspensions and $72,000 in fines, one of the harshest punishments in league history. In 2002, Royals coach Tom Gamboa was blindsided by a father-son duo who attacked him mid-game, forcing Royals players to rush to his defense. Then came one of the ugliest moments ever. On September 13, 2004, Rangers pitcher Frank Francisco hurled a folding chair into the stands, breaking a woman's nose. He was arrested, jailed, suspended for 16 games, and sentenced to community service. Even in modern times, the madness hasn't stopped. Between 2023 and 2025, the battles continued. In 2023, Angels star Anthony Rendon grabbed a heckler by the shirt and swung at his head. Caught on video, he was suspended. That same year, Braves superstar Ronald Acuna Jr. was tackled by 2 fans desperate for selfies. And in 2025, Pirates reliever Dennis Santana leaped from the bullpen to fight a Tigers fan who crossed the line. Despite better security, tempers still explode. Other disturbing moments include the 2014 incident where a fan touched Curtis Granderson mid-play, prompting an angry, "Don't touch me." And during the 2024 World Series, Yankees fans grabbed Mookie Betts' glove, resulting in lifetime bans. Some moments turned tragic, like the 2011 parking lot attack that left Giants fan Brian Stowe in a coma, or the 2004 Red Sox celebration that accidentally killed college student Victoria Snellgrove. Then there's the infamous Steve Bartman incident in 2003, where a foul ball interference led to threats, police protection, and a citywide meltdown. All of it forced the MLB to evolve: higher walls, netting, rapid security teams, alcohol limits, and better surveillance. In the age of online betting, players like Edwin Diaz have even received threats from gamblers. From Ty Cobb's fists to Dennis Santana's leap, one truth remains: baseball runs on emotion. But when emotion turns to violence, the game writes history in bruises instead of box scores. If you love wild sports stories like these, hit that subscribe button, ring the bell, and drop a comment below. What's the craziest thing you've seen in a stadium? Your story might be featured in our next episode.